Last time on Tavern Tales.
You can ask any of my players, they'll tell you that I'm really kind of a dick when it comes to being a DM.
My name is Kili, and I'm playing Cora Whitewind.
I am playing Xander Wood, a high elf paladin.
I'm Dana. I'm playing Raleigh Daelas.
Artemis is kind of pestering Xander. He says, "Hey, let me see. Can I just see the hammer then?" As the three armored elves approach you, they hail your cart and they say, "No visitors to Irongrove today." His helmet unclasps and falls off, revealing the face of a dark elf.
Which isn't normal,
It's
right?
not normal at all. The commander looks to the blue-haired elf. He says, "We're here for him."
Thomir and Yamir, they're being taken by the guards.
I've heard that our youngest brother, is causing trouble. I have a lead to where he is.
As you open this box,
It's like Christmas. Ooh.
an almost exact duplicate of the Life Shaper hammer.
But there's a huge difference between employers and family, and this elf that you're working for is family.
Deep in the heart of Terra'rosa, in the misty Witchwood Forest, lies a smoke-filled tavern filled with travelers spinning tales of treasure and triumph over deadly foes. In the back of the tavern, a group of adventurers sits around a heavy oak table. The map of the world lays sprawled before them as they each take their seat, fill their mugs, and begin weaving their story. Welcome to the Stagrin Dragon. You are about to devolve into Tavern Tales.
Raleigh for sure would know that Irongrove is about 5 days travel from Aslan, but you guys are only a few hours behind the rest of them. Of course, you guys are moving with a lot more things because you have a cart and you have to worry about horses, or donkeys. But you guys could probably catch up with the battalion in about 2 days.
Okay, so while we're on our way to, I guess we're heading out of town now, with him strung up in the back.
Yes.
I would like to wild shape into a giant eagle to see if I can go on ahead a little bit and find them.
Go ahead.
Being stealthy. So they just think I'm a regular eagle.
Yes.
Cool. Should I roll a stealth check?
Yeah.
As an eagle? Uh-oh.
Cora's like, oh my gosh, this is my life. I have friends who turn into animals. This is awesome.
It's all she's ever wanted.
This is all she's ever wanted. As long as they weren't donkeys.
So,
Anything against donkeys.
she's a plus 3 to dex, so. I rolled a fucking 19, so a 22 for stealth.
Jeez, these dice rolls. You fly out ahead, as
80 feet fly speed.
As everyone kind of falls behind, trails behind you, making their way towards the northeast. You notice that the party is separated into 3 groups. There's a small battalion of roughly 8 dark elves with Thomir and Yamir. And then your eyes see a little further than that, about we'll say about 100 feet in front of that party is another 8, and then just almost out of your distance is the 3rd group for a final 8. And they're
so there's
this, split pack.
24 total?
Yes.
And you said there was 100 feet between the group with the dwarves and the next group?
There's 100 feet between all of them.
And how far away, how much ahead are they of our group?
At this point, they are about, as the eagle flies, about half a day ahead of you.
So I'm gonna fly back to my group then.
You find them basically just departing from Irongrove at this time. Making it just out of the village lines. How do you descend?
Like, oh my god!
Do you land first, or do you
Did it take an hour to do that?
No.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to gracefully, sit down next to Cora and transform back. Because if it was close to an hour, I probably would have just fucking fell into the cart.
That was amazing!
If we keep it up speed a little bit, we should be able to catch up with them sooner than a few days, but there's about 24 of them.
Do you think at some point I can fly with you? Can I?
Sure?
Yeah. I mean, not right now, because you're probably very exhausted. That looked exhausting, but someday I would I don't want to say I want to ride you, because that's inappropriate, but I would very much appreciate a lift into the air somewhere.
We'll see.
Okay.
Xander, what are you doing while you guys are traveling?
I'm gonna make sure Artie doesn't kill him.
Alright. Artie's not killing him. He's actually just kind of sitting on the back of the cart, arms crossed. He seems to be like muttering to himself.
Being a pissy baby?
Yeah, he's brooding.
Just say it over there.
It's a routine I have. As he kind of shrugs you off and continues on. About a half hour goes by, and you hear the dark elf basically trying to talk into the gag.
I kick him. Hush.
I crawl into the back to where he is and sit down in front of him and oh, do you want to say something? Is it important? Is it important to us?
How long has it been since he's been tied up?
He's been roughly tied up for a couple hours at this point.
Is it because you need to pee? Are you hungry? I'll take his gag off.
If you let me go, I'll tell you exactly what you need to know.
What do you mean? What do we need to know?
They are transporting the dwarves. If the plans are the way they said, the dwarves should be in the rear guard. You should be able to, if you can distract the rear guard while they're far enough away from the mid guard, you should be able to get the dwarves out before it comes to any sort of battle. You shouldn't need me.
I put his gag back on.
Oh.
It's interesting because you said if we let you go, you would tell us everything you need to know, and you just told us everything we need to know. So thank you. And I tap his head and I walk away.
Stuff we could have already assumed to begin with.
And you confirmed with me earlier that you're the ultimate bargaining chip right now.
He shrugs.
So while we travel, can I short rest again? Technically?
No.
Damn it! I'm just sitting in a cart.
Yeah, well, roll me a percentile dice.
Me?
Yes, you.
2.
Oh, boy. Nothing actually happens. You do know, Cora, though, you do notice these, the same dog riders.
Oh my god. What is happening?
From the southern tribe.
Which direction are they headed?
They're actually headed in the same direction as you. And they're
caught up with us?
Yeah, they're riding in their pack.
Is there a blanket or a bag or something?
Yeah, there's
Somewhere?
definitely a blanket there.
I throw it over the commander's head.
Okay. You notice that one of the halflings is Bartholomew Brandywine.
I should write this down.
Yes, you should. You can write it as Bart.
Bart. Brandywine?
Yes.
And how is this significant to me?
He is the son of the Southern Chieftain.
Roughly how far away are they from the cart?
They are probably like another cart's length over.
Oh, so they're not far at all.
No, not at all. Like, they're, like, riding up on you, basically.
The Dog Riders, right?
Yes.
In, like, an aggressive way, or just a...
No, just a traveling way, but he recognizes her, just as she would recognize him.
Are we friendly? Like, the relationship between me and him, is it friendly?
I would say so.
Hi, Bart.
Ah, Cora! What brings you this far out?
Oh, I'm on my Sears trial, and I got some friends, so we hanging.
Chillaxing, are you?
We're chilling, yeah.
Chilling.
How are you? What are you doing up here?
Ah, we're heading to Sassone.
For what?
We just peddle our wares. We're meeting up with an investor. Or not really an investor, what would the word be? Basically, they're meeting up with a halfling that has shrugged off the tribe life in Varun, and has since taken up more of a mercantile position.
What are you guys selling?
I
didn't know you guys were in trade.
We are selling our swords.
Oh. Does it sound at all odd to me for the Dog Riders?
Not at all. They are...
No?
Where you guys are the tribe that basically looks out for one another, their tribe is more, though they are a pack, they are more,
peaceful?
More, they are the more, like, they're
the troublemakers.
Basically, yes.
Mercenary halflings.
Yes.
Mercenary halflings. Oh.
Mercenary halflings that ride dogs.
I want his stats. Please.
I feel like we might have some use for them.
Cora, specifically, remembers this strapping young lad from the Southern tribe.
Oh, gosh.
Who would always have a kindness for his animals.
Aww.
And
we're so cute. I could see us just. Oh, anyway.
And she remembers a time when they were children, and he climbed the tallest tree in the valley.
Oh my gosh, he's so athletic.
And picked her an apple.
Oh God.
And when they were that young, she punched him because she didn't know how to explain how she really felt for him.
Yeah, that sounds right. So I'm guessing the stat roll was pretty good.
Oh, it was great.
Well, we may. I mean, are you guys in a hurry?
Not too much of a hurry. We don't have any plans.
Well, we may need your help with something.
Anything for you, darling.
Do I know if he speaks? This is a stretch. Do I know if he speaks Dwarvish?
In Varun, it's quite common for almost everyone to speak Dwarvish. This is, like, Dwarvish and Elvish are the two most common languages here, aside from, well, common.
Okay. Well, can we just pull over for a second, and I'll talk about it?
Artie looks up. He says, is that a good idea?
He's fine. He's a friend. If he hurts me, my dad will kill his dad, so...
I wish I had a dad who cared that much.
I know, it's kind of weird, but it's nice.
Yeah, if it's cool at the party, you guys can definitely pull over and talk to Barty.
I'm okay with it.
Alright. Pulling over. So, guys, I'm looking at our party. He's from another halfling clan down in my area, and they're basically, I look at Bart and I'm like, don't take this personally. They're basically mercenaries.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Is that a nice way to put it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only way
They're
to put it,
mercenaries.
really.
They're family friends of my family, and I'm sure if I asked nice enough, they would help us out. And I kind of look over at Bart and give him a wink.
He gives you a nod back. A halfling smile just covering his face.
I greet him with a hearty hello in halfling.
He tips his hat to you.
I'm just an ignorant fuck who doesn't speak halfling.
I'm like, isn't that cool that the tall ones can speak halfling?
Yes. Yes, it is.
They're very cultured.
I'm looking back between me and Raleigh, and I'm just pointing at me. I'm like, I'm the only one that does it.
I stick my tongue out at him, because I don't care.
Basically, would he know Thomir?
Probably not.
Well, my dad sent me up here to meet with a family friend. And we were doing a mission for him, and on the way back, they were ambushed by some drow dickbags.
Ah. Those are the worst kind of drow.
And I uncovered the commander. So we got one of their dickbags, and we're gonna go trade him in for our friends.
And what would you like our help with, love?
Well, they're about half a day ahead of us. And they're in the dwarves that we're looking for are in the back group.
Okay.
There's like 3 groups, right?
Yes.
They're about 100 miles away, or 100 feet.
100 feet.
100 feet away from each other, but we need to slow the last group down so they can get away from the first and second groups. Do you think that's something you might partake in?
The rest of his party gives a chuckle when you ask that question.
Because of course they probably would love to.
How many people are in his party?
Bartholomew turns to his group and says, "Alright, lads, you ready to cause some mischief?"
Yeah, that is a good question. How many were in his group?
There's about 8 of them. There's 8 halflings, 8 dogs.
Excellent.
Talkies.
And the group of halflings give a roustabout, yeah, all together.
So if we can catch up with them, if you could slow the back group down, perhaps we can get some kind of advantage.
I think that's a good idea. I think we can do that. We could definitely do that.
What do you guys think? And I look at everybody else.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
He leans in and says, for good luck.
Alright. I kiss him on the cheek. But it's not like a good one. Like, I don't put a lot of effort into it. It's just like a...
That'll do. As he mounts back up onto his mastiff, the rest of his party pull bandanas across their mouth, their face, and they take off, sounding like a pack of wild wolves, just stampeding. As they get a little bit out of distance from you, you watch the 2 groups kind of spread out into a singular line formation
on either side of the road.
Mm-hmm. And then
Guys, we should get going.
And then they disappear into the distance. Smoke traveling behind them. Or not smoke, but dust.
We should get going, guys.
Alright, let's go.
As you guys pick up the pace, it takes you not too long before you are caught up with the rear guard. And you notice already a very fine battle going on.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
You guys are welcome to roll initiative.
Yay!
Raleigh.
4.
Wow.
Natural 1! I'm guessing. Yes.
2. Cora.
16.
Xander.
15.
Alright. It is actually Artie's turn from the cart. As you guys roll into this battlefield, already stands up to get a better vantage point and casts Firebolt at this guard over here. He is on the cart, so he will get advantage. And he is going to hit for 7 damage. Cora's turn.
Bonus action rage, please.
Yep.
And I will get up to the guard on the left and...
He is going to get an opportunity.
Well, okay.
It's gonna get an opportunity.
But I'm
you don't know
raging
what.
now. But I'm raging now.
He is not going to hit you.
Mm. I'm like, no, like this, and I whack him with my great axe.
Go ahead and roll me an attack.
I'm all about teaching people how to hit better. 17.
17 is going to hit.
Yes. Let's see. 10 damage. 10 slashing damage with my great axe. Whack it across his thigh.
As you attack into him, it cuts deep. So he kind of staggers back. Ah!
See? Yells. Like that.
Xander.
Alright, I'm gonna get off the cart.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
Okay.
Do it.
I can't reach, so. And that would be Dex.
Yes.
That would be a 22.
Okay, very nice. You do hit.
6.
Ooh.
Damage. Oh, wait. 8 damage, my bad.
Because I had your Dex modifier.
As you run up and stop short of this drow elf, and you hurl this javelin right through his visor. As it comes forth out the back of his skull, and he falls dead. It is actually the drow elf's turn. The one directly in front of Xander is going to take a hand crossbow attack at Xander.
Okay.
And he's going to hit.
What do you hit for?
5 damage.
Yay.
The other guard, or the other one in the back, is going to walk up to Thorimir, his hand crossbow pointed directly at Thorimir's skull. And
guys, now...
What was that?
I was going to say, guys, now would be a good time to throw out our bargaining chip.
Well...
It's none of our turns.
Yep. Next is the last guard who is in combat with Cora. He is going to hit as well.
With?
Short sword. For 3 damage.
Is that already halved?
1 damage.
Raging. I love it.
Lady Raleigh, it is your turn.
As my bonus action, I would like to wild shape into a direwolf. My beautiful white form. And with my full 50 feet of movement, I want to get in this guy's face for threatening Thorimir. And I would like to bite him.
He is going to take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage. Because you are now in close range with him.
But it's at disadvantage. So...
Fight me, I don't care. Fight me. I'm a giant wolf.
He misses as you run up on him. Growling, he kind of stumbles back, accidentally knocking his trigger and shooting off the arrow into the distance.
Womp.
I want to bite him.
Bite him.
Bite him in the dick.
Ooh, 16
Bite
plus
his dick
5.
off.
16 plus 5 is 21.
It bit my dick off.
21 hits
21.
for sure.
2d6. 2d6. Okay, it's not a lot. 6 plus 3 is 9.
9's gonna do some damage. He's gonna do some
And he
fairly
gets to
decent damage.
he gets to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he is definitely prone.
Yay! And I'm just growling over him menacingly.
Go for the jugular.
With that, it is top of the initiative. Artie is going to take another shot at the guy opposite Xander. And he is going to hit for 7 damage. Cora, it is your turn.
Yeah, so I want to attack this guy again because he's still standing, right?
Yes, he is.
I'm going to try to make him be more hurt. That's a not natural 20.
Oh, yep, that's going to hit.
Ooh, max damage, so that is 17 points of damage.
Ooh. Youch.
As you pull your axe back and just drive it into his leg, severing it.
Oh,
as he falls, as he cannot no longer stand. He says, "This is merely a flesh wound," and falls. Trying to crawl away from the raging halfling.
I'm coming for you.
He is actually dead.
Oh, okay. There's the last final crawl of desperation.
Yeah, before his heart just stops.
That sucks. Sucks to suck.
Xander.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to this guy right here.
Okay.
And he's gonna get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes, he is. He's gonna miss, though. As you run up to him, he kind of fumbles with his short sword, getting it out, and as you just get close, he makes a wild stab, and you're able to sidestep it, no problem.
I'm gonna do sword burst.
Okay. So that'll be a first level spell slot, correct? Or is that a cantrip?
That's cantrip.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
Whatever that is, that sounds awesome.
It is a pretty cool spell.
What did I roll for that?
You don't roll anything. He has to roll a dexterity saving throw. What is your spell DC?
12.
He naturally fails.
Yeah, it was a...
So go ahead and roll me 2d6 force damage instead of the normal 1.
Yes.
That is 8 damage.
As you run up on him and the swords burst out from you, these magical holy swords, they basically spin around you and cut him in twain as he falls before you.
Hey.
It is now the elf's turn as he looks up from under Raleigh. Raleigh, you can smell ammonia and just shit.
Ew.
As this elf lays underneath you, cowering.
Is it my turn now? Okay.
It is your turn.
Do it. Do it.
Took his turn to shit itself.
Do it.
He rolled his shit was his entire action.
That was a lot, then.
He didn't just fill his pants, it started overflowing.
You are an angry dire wolf.
I'm gonna finish him off because they're evil. I'm gonna bite him.
Cheering.
Am I on top of him? Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go for the jugular.
Oh, that's still not great. 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Nom 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 nom. Hold on. Because, that's the sound that wolves make.
I don't think it is, but we'll go with it.
Nom nom nom.
What does the wolf say?
Oh, shit.
Nom 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 nom.
Another 9 points of damage, please.
You hit this, bite at this, now crying,
Shit covered.
shit-covered dark elf. His last breath is used for him to say, "Don't try it."
What?
He said,
Don't-
"Don't trunk." Is what else is happening around us? Is that,
As you guys finish off these 4 dark elves, You notice that Bartholomew and his crew have done a fairly good job of tying there's some dismemberment.
Yes.
As well as you've done, and you can tell that they have done. But at this point, they have what seem to be the leaders of this rear guard surrounded by 5 mastiffs.
Excellent.
Can I go join them?
Yes.
Blood dripping in the white fur of my mouth.
I'll go help Thormir and Ymir out of their bounds.
I was gonna say I can help Ymir because I'm like right here.
As you guys are doing that, Raleigh goes over.
Am I bigger than the mastiffs? I'm
Oh
assuming.
yeah. Very, very much bigger than the mastiffs. I mean, the mastiffs are fairly big. You know, they're being ridden by halflings, but you are still hulking. As you get over there, the group of dogs just naturally split for you.
Ooh, that's hot.
And cower a little bit as you get right up, and Bartholomew looks at you. He was standing basically in front of the 3 guys, unflinching to you.
I'm just gonna stand menacingly over them and keep an eye on them for now.
Cora and Xander, as you guys unbind the 2 dwarves, Thomir looks to you, Cora, and says, "Thank you, Lass. I do appreciate it."
Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Startled me a little bit. They didn't hurt anybody else. Are you guys okay is really what I want to know.
Oh, we're great. Coming down from my rage. We're perfect.
How far away is Xander from Cora?
You guys are roughly 10 feet apart.
I'm gonna walk over and nudge her and say, that thing that we found in the dungeon earlier?
Yeah.
That figure 8?
Oh, yes. I know, but this is
not the time.
This is not the time. Thormir, I have something for you, but I want to go. We need to go talk to those guys first, okay?
Very well.
Don't go anywhere, okay?
Ymir and I will sit here. We've
okay, perfect.
At this point, they both pull out pipes out of their cloak.
Excellent.
Gandalf pipes.
Yeah, they got some Gandalf stuff in there. They got some magic in there.
They're token dwarves.
Oh, I was just talking about like the extremely long pipe.
As you guys reconvene with the rest of your party, Raleigh, the 3 captives are are basically like bound with their backs now to each other as this basically pack of dogs, and Bartholomew will stand before them.
I walk up by Dire Raleigh and pat her, acting like I'm like the leader of this shindig. I pat her. I'm like,
That
good.
was the weirdest exclamation of what to say there.
And I walk up to the drows and I'm like, "What's your business here?"
The drow kind of shakes his head, like trying to motion to like remove his helmet. He opens
Take it off.
He opens his mouth, and you notice a lack of a tongue.
Oh, you can't talk. What about the others?
He shrugs.
I go around and I take the helmets off the other 2.
The first 2, or the first one you did, and the second one, again, you notice the lack of a tongue.
So all 3 don't have tongues.
Nope. The last one speaks. We were sent by our employer to get the mayor of Irongrove Village, so we could ransom him back to Golden.
To Golden?
Yeah, the capital.
Oh, yes.
Of the dwarves.
Okay.
But the other one, pesky sot, decided he'd like to go for a ride too.
That pesky sot happens to be our friend, along with the other one, so you be kind. We have a friend of yours, too.
Do you now?
Yes. Tell me, why are you so special that you get to have your tongue and nobody else does?
That's how it works.
Are you in the lower ranks because you still have yours? Or is it the reverse?
The reverse.
So if... Cora's just like thinking to herself right now, so wait a minute. So all of the younger ones, the ones who aren't high in the ranks, lose their tongue. But if they get higher in the ranks, how do they get it back? So nobody... I'm just thinking about this in my mind right now.
It's not that. It's literally like... You can tell by their armor, it's kind of shows like that these guys are the leaders.
Okay.
But only his are similar to the other, like the guy you already captured.
Oh.
Like just looking them over and being like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like he is definitely the commander of this squadron.
Gotcha.
At this point, Artemis comes over.
Who's watching the other guy? Artemis?
Oh, I didn't know I was on babysitting duty.
You were the last one with him.
Alright, he turns around and continues over.
What did you want, though?
I just wanted to see if everything was good. I would like to collect on your promise.
It wasn't my promise.
You're right, the paladin gave his word.
Go talk to him.
Because you guys both walked over here.
Yeah.
You walked with me? Oh, well
Yeah.
then... Oh, sorry. I'm being a bitch for nothing.
Xander, you gave your word.
Cora, mind if I see that hammer?
Why? You have one.
What? What do you mean you have one?
Xander's face palming.
I don't understand.
I huff. Indignantly.
I mean, you can have mine. I guess. It doesn't like you, though.
He reaches out towards Cora. Takes it.
It doesn't like you.
I'm aware. He opens up a satchel, and it literally looks like a coin purse, but he puts the whole hammer into it and cinches it up and pockets it.
Why is it so special if there's so many of them?
What do you mean there's so many of them?
I start looking around. I'm like, guys, what is happening?
I lightly nudge her with my foot. Without letting him see.
Roll a stealth check.
Sleight of foot.
Sleight of foot.
15.
Okay, he doesn't notice.
I roll my wolf eyes at them.
I don't like you guys. I go over and stand by Dire Raleigh.
He pulls another pouch out and tosses it. He says, it's not the entire amount, but we never agreed on me actually paying you. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for helping me get this for my master.
I'm growling at him.
I whisper to Dire Raleigh. I'm like, there's two of them. What's the point of him being so pissed about things?
Shrug my giant shoulders at her. I don't know.
He proceeds to make his way towards in the distance. Now that the battle has kind of died down, you could tell that there is a large tower in the far distant.
So we're like right next to where he was going anyway.
Yes.
Do I know that tower?
That is his master's tower.
I think it's Igneal.
Igneal, yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
You are right. Yes, he is going to Igneal's tower.
Roughly how far away is he now?
It's at the end of your vision. You being a elf, you can see a little further than most.
I'm going to silently stalk him for a little while.
I wouldn't do that because his master's gonna be pretty pissed off when he finds out that that's not the real one.
Well, you can't convince her otherwise, because.
Well, I want to see where he's going for a little bit, so I'm just stalking behind him for a little while.
Okay. So I'm gonna crouch down. I'm gonna be like, Cora, that wasn't the real one.
As you,
Well, then it's a good thing he has that one then.
Yeah, we got gold.
Raleigh,
Oh.
as you are following him, silently stalking, all of a sudden he's not there anymore. Just right before your eyes.
That's why I wanted to follow him. I wanted to. Do I get any sense about it, or is it just?
You walk up to where your scent last.
Where the scent ends?
Scent ends right there.
Would I know as a caster what he used, or if he used anything in particular?
You can make me an Arcana check.
At this point, I'm nudging Xander. I'm like, nobody's watching the other guy.
12.
He's tied up. He'll be fine.
No, unfortunately, Raleigh, you do not have a clue.
It's my wolf brain.
Yeah.
I'll trot back.
I'll do the smart thing and go check on the other guy, the commander that we have.
He is still right there, tied
I'll
up.
tag along.
Well, nobody said we tied his legs. Just saying.
How I feel like we tied him is like we hog tied him.
Any more questions for these three captive? Well, for this one captive Dark Elf?
What is your overall rank in your order there?
We don't have an order. We are a group of mercenaries. We were hired to get the dwarves and to get that half-elf that you so graciously let walk out of here.
Still never really answered my question on your ranking with all of them.
I am a battalion commander. I receive the orders, and I make sure that my battalion executes them.
Oh, so now we have two of you.
Two of us, eh?
Yep.
Which one do you have?
Did you ever notice a group went missing?
I did. We assumed that they were taking care of the other part of our business.
And that other part of your business is?
Distracting the elven consorts, diplomats that came through.
Well, you seem to have failed pretty damn epically.
Yes. Yes, they did.
As I'm trotting back, do I perceive the middle guard? Have they noticed it? Do I sense them at all?
They have not noticed.
Okay, cool. I'll trot all the way back then. Come back
All
up.
As you guys are talking to these dwarves, a fairly lit Ymir and Thomir. What were you saying about something you found in the dungeon last?
Yes. Come here. I'll show you.
He comes over to you.
So we were in the Ashmantle ruins.
Yes.
We came across a ghost.
A ghost?
Yeah. He actually knew you.
Knew me?
Yes. Well, knew of you. His name was Ball.
Okay, yeah.
Thormar, and he said that, that he was your uncle? Was it uncle?
Yes.
It was Uncle.
Yeah. He said he was your uncle, and he had this figurine,
He
and he wanted me to give it to you.
My Uncle Ball died well before I was born.
That's what he said.
Well, he said he had...
Well,
died on the
you know,
day
he had just been born,
He had just been born, yeah.
and he had died in that time.
He wanted you to have this.
Thank you, lass.
You're welcome. I promised he helped us with that, and I promised I would get this to you.
You are truly your father's daughter.
Thank you.
Ymir follows behind. Xander, that hammer. You still have it?
Yeah, I still have it.
He, as I suspected, I apologize for not including you in my suspicions. But I rode forth to do some research on it. He takes the hammer. Can I see it, please?
I hand it to him.
He takes the hammer. And he basically strikes it at the earth. And it breaks.
Damn.
Guys, I don't think that was the real one.
Called it.
Not
I say
at
in
all.
wolf.
Where is the real one?
Somebody told me to give it to a half-elf with blue hair and who's a dick.
Fuck.
Ymir looks at the high elf. It's a good thing you can wield that sword. Because you damn sure aren't bright.
I told Artemis that he shouldn't have taken it. It didn't like him. It didn't sing when he hit things with it. It sang when I hit things with it.
It sang for you.
Yes, it was lovely. What was with the singing? I just thought it just kind of happened whenever it likes you or doesn't like you.
The singing is more or less someone who can wield it can make it sing.
Oh. Guys, I made it sing. Oh, but now it's gone. That's sad.
Yes.
I'm gonna use lay on hands real quick, or whatever, to heal me up.
I'm gonna, nuzzle on Dire Raleigh a little bit. Did you find him?
I shrugged my gigantic shoulders.
Oh, no. I pat her on the head. It's it's okay.
I whine.
We'll find him. We'll find him. Don't worry.
I know what that bitch smells like.
I take 1 damage from bashing myself in the face with the shield.
I bark at him.
We travel with some weird guys, Dire Raleigh.
At this point, Bartholomew looks to Cora. So what do you want to do with these three?
Well, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? And I kind of nudge Raleigh hey.
I kind of need you to be a diplomat at this point.
Can you be a person again? I know you prefer this, but
I cock my head to the side, thinking about it.
I need your half-elf brain, please.
I'll come out of it. Shake it out.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
That looks like so much fun. Anyway.
So much fun.
Anyway, you're the most noble out of this group. What should we do with all of these random drow that we have lying around here?
Well, there's no point in killing them. I suppose we can just let them run back to their masters. They don't have anything they came for, so I'm sure they'll be severely punished.
Let's do something fun.
First.
Yeah, let's strip them. What?
I just wanted to take their weapons.
No, we gotta strip them.
The gang of Halfling Dog Riders kind of groans.
Well, we at least need to take their shit.
Speaking of which, how much gold was in that sack that Artemis threw us?
You guys actually received 500 apiece.
Whoa.
So he said 10,000 and he gave you 1,500.
Because he's a dickbag.
500 gold apiece. Wow.
He said 1,000.
Oh, I misspoke then.
And I almost fell out of my chair.
So much gold?
If you want to take their stuff, you want to strip them. That's cool.
The halflings don't want to do that, though, do they?
Stuff for me to
They're okay with that.
Okay.
But when you're done with them, if you're just gonna let them go, they'll escort them the rest of the way.
I don't care. I want to take everything, all of their belongings, leave them down to nothing but like their britches or something.
I'm gonna go get Commander Douchebag in the cart and throw him with the rest.
Okay.
Ooh, we should tie them all together. Let's tie them. After they're stripped, they're gonna get tied together.
Bartholomew steps in. He says, "My dear, we have a lot better ways of dealing with these ruffians."
Oh, okay. I'll
You
untie
guys
them.
strip down all of the guards. You get all the Fuchi armor.
Yes.
I
I don't know what we're gonna do with it all.
Put it in the cart.
Put it in the cart.
Put it in the cart.
That's our bag of holding for now.
And then you notice a couple of the halflings get down with their they start getting a rope out of their bag.
What weapons do those guys have by chance?
Short swords and hand crossbows.
Oh, I guess we could give some of the... I mean, I look at Bart, I'm like, do you have any use for their armor?
We could use the crossbows if you're not partial to them.
Anybody else want them? No?
Nope.
Yeah.
I got javelins.
Go ahead.
We'll definitely take those. One of the halflings comes up and collects those.
I need at least some of the armor for evidence.
Okay.
Yeah. They're not. These guys are leather clad. They're more like rogue, like.
Well, I didn't know if they wanted to take them to sell them or whatever for some money, but I need some of them for evidence.
They really don't have much carrying capacity. Red
Halflings.
dogs.
Is there a difference in shields or anything at all?
Yeah, the shield is also like Fushi.
Okay.
But these halflings come up. The two with tongues get tied by their ankles, and then tied to a saddle of a dog.
Oh.
This is like completely normal to Cora, right? I shouldn't be freaking out?
You might be freaking out a little bit. This is a little too rough.
Are you guys bored or something? I look at Bart. Are you guys bored or something?
Roll to not laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just having a bit of fun. They tie one of the ones without a tongue as well to a saddle.
I got a nat 1.
Yeah, you laugh your ass off. They look at the other one, and they say, in common, as Bartholomew wraps his arm around this elf on his knees, says, "Bring the rations, boys." The dogs standing, growling, as they pull meat from their bag and stuff it into his loins.
I can't watch this.
Bart, why is this necessary? They're of no threat to us.
You only need one of them to tell a message, and two of them don't have tongues. Don't worry, we'll call the dogs off when we need to.
Xander just can't help but to watch.
I walk away. I can't fucking deal with this.
Bart and
What a
I
time
say
to roll 2 nat 1s.
that I feel this is unnecessary, Bart, and if you feel like this is something you guys need to do, thank you for your time. And I walk away.
Very well, love. As you walk away, you hear him whisper, and you hear a faint whisper into the elf's ear. "I'd run now if I were you."
I just walk away. He's gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
Xander can't help but to watch still.
You hear the scuttling of an elf running, and then a sharp whistle as 3 dogs chase down this elf.
I look at... Well, who... Wait, so Xander's enthralled by this? Just so I'm aware of...
I mean, he rolled a natural 1 on a cons check to not be enthralled by it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
It's like so gruesome that he's like, he doesn't know what to do.
I go stand by...
He's still laughing his ass off, too.
I go stand by Raleigh and I'm like, my family does not do that shit. That was a lot. I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's a little bit more than a lot.
He's almost got him.
Xander, shut up.
Xander
jumps for joy.
Just as the elf almost makes it to the woods, another sharp whistle comes, and the dogs stop.
Damn it. Xander. Kili's laughing.
Xander's depressed.
He gets on his black mastiff. Says, "Come on, boys, let's go get our dogs back." And they take off.
See, what his clan... I'm talking to Raleigh. What his clan likes to do is show force and brutality as a form of affection, and it's really quite disgusting for anybody outside of their clan. So he was probably just doing that as a show.
We could all be a little more understanding of others' cultures, but it doesn't mean I have to enjoy it.
I don't either. I'm not enjoying this either.
Xander's walking back. That was awesome. Still ticked off that the dog didn't get him, though.
Can I whap him upside the arm with my quarterstaff?
Roll attack.
No, that was a 1. I hit him in the head on accident.
You accidentally hit yourself in the knee.
Ow!
That's what happens.
Ow!
Join us every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on YouTube, SoundCloud, and on our website for another episode of Tavern Tales.